Hey guys, another day, another summer sale. Beware, the timer on the homepage is wrong again. In reality it's 48 hours, just like in the game detail, so do not panic, it's not shorter, it's just another glitch. So let's take a look at the games. Max Payne 3, 75% off, which takes it down to €7.49 or regional equivalent. This is an action third-person bullet timey action game. Great game with a great main protagonist. Max is slightly different than in the old games. It's still kind of a noir type of game, but in a different place. It's not visually as dark, but the theme is very much dark. So you are like this burnt out cop which is working like a mercenary or personal guard, and everything turns to shit and you have to fight for your life and kill like 1,000 of guys in all parts of world. Great game. The graphics can be overwhelming at times because there are like those weird visual effects, especially in the cutscenes, but that's like the only downside for this price. Go get it. Reus, 50% off, €5 or regional equivalent. This is like a Populous game. You have this relatively tiny planet from a 2D perspective, and you have to develop a civilization on it, like the civilization before you ruined the whole planet and destroyed everything. So they pulled all their remaining resources to build these titans that help you to rebuild and repopulate the world. Very nice game for €5. Yeah, well worth it. Terraria, 75% off, which is €2.49 or your regional equivalent. This is a 2D Minecrafty style game, much more a game than the Minecraft is. There is a definitive progression through the weapons, through the monsters, down to the hell. You are fighting bosses and in different biomes, different monsters with ranged weapons, with magic attacks and so on. Of course, just like in Minecraft, you have to get all your resources like stone and wood and combine them into various tools, weapons and magical items and potions to survive and to progress in the world. The game is not developed anymore, but it has a ton of content for €2.50. It's well worth it. If you don't already own it, go get it. Wargame Airland Battle, 50% off, €20 or your regional equivalent. This is a real-time tactical game. You are controlling a bunch of soldiers, tanks and airplanes. You have limited resources, so you cannot build them in vision. You have to like deploy them according to the situation. You have to really plan ahead because StarCraft 2 reflexes won't save you. Great game, spiritual successor, direct successor of the well-known European Escalation. Fantastic game. Fairly expensive, but it's very new. If you like this kind of game, go get it. Castle Crashers, 75% off, €3 or your regional equivalent. This is like a hack and slash 2D action game, very much in the style of like Golden Axe and others from Amiga and Atari and various other old systems. So this is a bunch of nostalgia for many of us. I would suggest picking up the 4-pack if you have 3 more friends, because this game is like great with a lot of fun with friends. You can even try a demo if you are not sure. For this price, definitely go buy it. Dawn of War 2 Retribution, 75% off, €5 original equivalent. This is a tactical real-time strategy game. You are controlling a bunch of soldiers or machines. You can equip them, you can level them up, give them various artifacts and progress through the campaign, either solo or in a co-op missions. Great game for €5. The complete pack is also a decent value at €10. If you like games like Commandos, you will love Dawn of War 2. Go get it. Just an Elysian Tale, 50% off, €7, or region equivalent 2D action game where you are playing like this animal guy fighting monsters, much like the games of the old time in arcade or other places. It was developed by just one guy. I think the music did another one, but the graphics, the programming was done by one guy in the time of like 4 years. So yeah, very impressive, great game. So for €7, get it. Dishonored, 66% off, €10.19, or regional equivalent. Fantastic first person like action game or RPG. You have, much like in for example Deus Ex, you have so many ways to solve the missions you are given. You can either sneak by, knock everyone out unconscious, kill everyone, slaughter them all. There's like a dozen different ways to do anything, even the mission objectives. You don't even have to kill anyone through the whole game. There are achievements for this, and it's not that hard to do. I did it the first time without killing anyone, and it is even easier without killing, because as you kill enemy soldiers, the mission ahead of you will get tougher because you are causing a havoc. So it is preferable to do it stealthy and not violently. Even if the objective seems to require you to kill someone, there's always a way around it. You can like make him disappear or something like that. Fantastic game, one of my favorites of the recent years. Much better than like the overhyped BioShock. If you have to choose between those two, grab Dishonored. It's just a great game. Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion, 75% off, €9.24, or the regional equivalent. This is a 4X real-time strategy game, much more real-time than the 4X game. The scope is not as big as, for example, the Endless Space, but the fighting is much more fleshed out. You are building units like in StarCraft and sending them to certain death. There is basically, the concept is much like the classical real-time strategy with a little bit of 4X thrown in. There is like almost no diplomacy and other stuff. It's almost, Wargame is about the fighting. So if you enjoy this type of strategy, go get it. Nice price. Killing Floor, 80% off, €3, or your regional equivalent. This is like a first-person shooter / survival game, much like Left 4 Dead, for example, but there is like no progression. You choose a mission and fight with alone or with your friends, hordes of monsters, and you are just like trying to survive as long as you can. Me personally, I don't like it as much as Left 4 Dead, especially because the difficulty levels are not well balanced. It's like too easy or too hard. There's like no middle ground. You are either getting slaughtered or slaughter everything else. But some like it even more than Left 4 Dead, so you might be one of those. If you like a challenging game, you might want to pick it up, especially for just €3.